Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Let's talk about the microstructures that we're dealing with here on the 30-minute, 1-hour time frame. The bigger picture hasn't changed at all, so I just want to focus here on the micro. Also here, Ethereum obviously together with Bitcoin currently engaged in a sell-off. That's sort of just the entire market is coming down today a little bit. The idea is that Ethereum is, first of all, much less clear at the moment on the micro level than Bitcoin, much less clear. I have a much cleaner 5-wave move up on the Bitcoin chart. Parameters are much clearer. So that's just something to mention. Okay, so that might mean you want to be a bit more careful here. I don't see a reliable setup at the moment. All I can share with you is that to keep the idea alive that this here is a wave 4 pullback, it should really turn around very, very shortly. Okay, so it's the same wave count that I mentioned already yesterday. The chart hasn't changed, but obviously that deep pullback could now help to clarify the chart, because if the price breaks below 2,250, which is the golden ratio, the 61.8 retracement level, an important support here for a fourth wave. If we get a break below that, I think this would be too low for a wave 4. So let's talk about the different scenarios. In both scenarios, I see only a 3-wave move anyway. So I don't see that as a reliable 5-wave pattern. It could be one, okay, it could be one, but then it doesn't make a great difference in the short term anyway, okay? So we have a pullback right now. If the market can hold a higher low before breaking below this swing low, which is basically here $2,170, we could look for further upside. Okay, so there are different ways how this further upside could occur. So this is for me, these two, double bottom, that's the invalidation point for any direct bullish scenario or short-term bullishness. What patterns could develop here? So first of all, I'm watching for a potential larger diagonal in the yellow count. This is currently getting challenged. In this scenario, that's the yellow count. This is a wave 1, this is a wave 2, this is a wave 3, the wave 4 pullback, and one more high in a wave 5, which might even find resistance here in this resistance zone I communicated yesterday between 2,427 and 2,454. But if it forms 5 waves up, then it is very likely that this structure already formed the lasting low down here on the 23rd of January, and that we're en route to, let's say, $3,500 plus in the larger degree third wave. Then the wave 2 would have bottomed here. Yeah, and if we get 5 waves, that becomes much clearer. So I'm either watching for that, but want to see the 5 waves first to be able to say, okay, probably really that larger wave 2 bottomed here. After 5 waves up, we typically get a 3-wave corrective pullback. In another scenario, it might be that we go down more directly. Okay, so that will become much more likely below 2,250, but obviously would be confirmed here with a break below this double bottom area. So this is a risk because we only have 3 waves up. So at the moment you can only see this as a risk. It's not confirmed yet. We haven't broken below 2,250, but it will become much more likely with a break below that level. It's also possible, that's why we've got the extended B wave up here, that is forming a larger A, B, C structure. So in this scenario also, this range needs to hold here, the area around 2,170. So to look for higher prices, the 2,170 level needs to hold, because even in a wave 4, that is the invalidation point. I mean, the wave 4 is too substantial to be reliable with a break below 2,250, but it's not an invalidation point. The invalidation in a diagonal for a wave 4 is this area down there, but it could also be an ABC, okay? But anyway, a break below these lows will send us down lower in a C wave, and then it's basically the white count that's then playing out here. Wave C of 2, okay? Where that exactly will land, we can determine that once we see a break below 2,250 and a break below 2,170. But ultimately, to see further upside, it's this, sort of this area around 2,170 that needs to hold. So that should give you the wave counts I'm currently looking at. I don't see a reliable setup. I basically just wait for the chart to clarify itself. At the moment, this chart isn't really give us much clarity. I think the analysis reveals there's quite a bit of a risk because there's quite a bit of uncertainty here when we talk about the microstructure on the ETH chart. Bigger picture, very bullish, but there is a risk that this is just a B-wave rally. The Bitcoin chart, much cleaner. There are some altcoin charts which are much clearer, for example, Link even, or Matic. So this is just sort of in the process of clarifying itself. What would help? It's a break below 2,250, because then I would clearly be leaning towards this being a corrective rally. And if it holds 2,250 and we break above the last high, then it would also help, because then I would say, okay, we get 5 waves up in yellow. Then we can wait and watch for a wave 2 pullback. At the moment, there's just sort of, let's see if until a clear setup emerges. There isn't one. Setups usually, A-B setups are not bad, but best setups are 1-2 setups. At the moment, there isn't one here. That's my update about Ether. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.